What up, what up, what up, world? It is your main man, Rashad Bowtie Mills, coming to you on a gloomy Monday morning here in the great city of Baltimore, the great state of Maryland. Man, first and foremost, I have to start off by saying God is amazing simply because he allowed me to wake up. Man, just think about it. So many people went to sleep last night with the intention of waking up, getting dressed, going to work, dropping the babies off to school, and they didn't wake up, man. So for that in itself, I am forever grateful and thankful to God for waking me up, and also so I can share this message to you, my friends. Man, I just want to talk about a little bit today, the soundtrack of your life. And last week, two musicians actually had the internet and social media buzzing last week. Beyonce for her visual album, and then with the untimely passing of the musical icon known as Prince, it made me sit back and think and ask this question. What is the soundtrack of my life? What's the soundtrack of your life? One of my best friends, Chuck Wells, we used to sit around and have these conversations, man, and say, when God calls us home, what musical selection do I want played at my funeral? And back then I used to say Frankie Beverly, man. Before I let go, I wanted this happy, joyous, festive mood, in which in fact I still do. But when I thought about it, when Prince passed, and I started thinking, what is the soundtrack of your life? Because so many times these great musicians pass and people begin to reflect on what they have done and accomplished throughout their lives. And the albums, they start buying them off the shelves, right? And they start playing these songs in rotation. I think last week I heard Purple Rain 1,000 times, which is not a bad thing because Prince was just great. But more importantly, it got me to thinking, when God calls me home, what's the soundtrack of my life? Did it really have a sound? Was it R&B? Was it hip hop? Was it Christian? Was it pop rock? Was it rock and roll? And then I thought about it. No, Rashad, it's really not a sound, because understand this. Every day that I wake up, I'm creating the soundtrack of my life. I write the lyrics for it. I make the beats. I'm compiling all of the sounds musically, right? I'm compiling all of these sounds and I'm putting together. So when God calls me home and people walk past the casket, there's going to be a sound. But if you thought it was musically, I tricked you. It has nothing to do with anything you can hear. My ultimate goal is to allow my actions and the way I conduct myself, the way I walk, talk, and speak, so people from afar can say, oh, okay, that's how he's living. It really has nothing to do with the sound. It's the way that you carry yourself, the way that you conduct yourself, right? And the two most important things, I would think they speak volumes, so people never have to question how you live. Right? And I learned this in the last 2 years because I want to personalize this message. Man, in the last 2 years, I was an evil, nasty person. I didn't treat people the right way. I didn't enjoy life. I didn't enjoy waking up. I didn't enjoy the opportunity just to share messages to people like this because I wasn't walking in purpose. Now that I'm walking in purpose, God is using my big mouth, my gift to help other people along the way. Now I'm walking in purpose. So now I can enjoy things. So now I understand how to create that soundtrack of Rashad Mills' life, right? Of my life, rather. So these two very important things, my friends, when you consider the soundtrack of your life, very easy. Difficult, but you can do it. Number one, find your purpose. What is the reason that you wake up every day? Because when you find that purpose, man, you beat the alarm clock every day. No matter what's going on, no matter the weather, no matter the bank account, no matter your situation with your kids, no matter the situation with your wife and husband, you are walking in purpose. You know what you were placed on this earth to do, right? That's very important. And then the second thing, right? It's actually twofold. Number one is, did you help anybody along the way? Because when you walk in purpose, you should be helping somebody else along the way. That's 2A. And 2B is, how did you treat people, right? And once you master those two things, you don't even have to master them. Just get a good hold of them, right? A good grasp of them. Then the soundtrack of your life, it's going to be all right. No music never needs to be played because your actions while you were here on earth, that creates that soundtrack of your life. So when people walk past the casket, I don't want anybody saying, that's not the Rashad Mills I knew. Or I don't want anybody walking past your casket saying, girl, she wasn't like that. She was nasty. She didn't even speak to me on Monday morning. No. You don't have to worry about that. So from this point going forward, my friends, I just want to share that information with you, man. You create the soundtrack of your life every day. You write the beats, and you make the beats, You write the lyrics. You're doing everything that you need to do to compile this album and make this album the soundtrack of your life simply by walking in purpose and helping others along the way, man. And with that being said, man, you can follow your boy Rashad Mills. Follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, Rashad Mills. I'm on Periscope. Man, just follow me. If you like these videos, share them with your friends. If you don't share them. It's just that simple. But I have one last thing to say. You may forget the name, but you won't forget the bow tie. And today's selection is Pinky. I'm just feeling it today, man. A little pink checkerboard shirt, and then I went with a pink fuchsia, purple, blue, paisley bow tie. You know, I break all the fashion rules, man. I just mix it up, and whatever makes me feel good, I go with it. And with that being said, and I'm out.